The Department, United States Department of State, has condemned the rearrest of pro-democracy campaigner and journalist Omoyele Sowore at the Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday, barely 24 hours after he was released on bail after 4 months in the detention of Department of State Services. Sowore was first arrested on August 3rd, 2019 by the DSS for calling on Nigerians to pour out to the streets in peaceful demonstration to demand a better country from the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, the same person that called for a revolution and actually said that Egypt will be a paradise compared to what is going to happen in Nigeria. It called on hell. It called on fire. There is nothing he did not do. In a post on Twitter on Sunday, the State Department tweeting State DRL said, "We are deeply concerned that Sowore has been detained in Nigeria shortly after a court order he be released on bail. Court ordered he be released on bail. Respect for the rule of law, judicial independence, political and media freedom, and due process are key tenets." That is what they decided to say. So I'm going to quickly take you guys to the tweet so you can see that the Department of State is actually involved in this. The United States Department positions follow similar condemnation by top American lawmakers like Cory Booker, Bob Menendez, who both called for the respect of Sowore's rights and his immediate release. As you know, Buhari understands nothing else than autocracy, military junta. How can people elect someone that does not understand what democracy is? It seems as if we are still playing in that contraption called Nigeria. It's like mediocrity is being celebrated in that contraption called Nigeria. How do you elect someone to be the forerunner or the face of democracy if this person never had a foundation of that has to do with democracy? This is someone that went to military school, that understands nothing about democracy. All they do is obey the last order. And it's still someone that is not someone I would say is vast when it comes to certain things as per education. He's someone that could not even present his ordinary level certificate. Yet he became a military general in the army because of the quota system in the northern part of Nigeria. The same person that has a vice that is a professor in law, a pastor, yet these people cannot speak because of their own vested interest. Anyway, some claim that he's fighting corruption, but I think he's selective when it comes to that. And right now, they are acting as if they are not aware of what is happening in Nigeria. What a shame. Anyway, let me quickly show you guys a tweet and let us see the comment section and see what people are saying as regards the United States wading into this. Let us read it together. So guys, this is the official Twitter handle of the United States Department Democracy Human Rights. "We are deeply concerned that Sowore has been redetained in Nigeria shortly after a court ordered he be released on bail. Respect for the rule of law, judicial independence, political media freedom, and due process are key tenets of democracy." And of course, Buhari does not understand all of this. It's so ambiguous. It's someone that cares less about any other person. There was a time he was being questioned why there are certain rules and laws that he has decided to embrace when it comes to the issue of exchange rate back in those days. Yes, I understand that there are issues as regards the valuation of the currency. I understand all of these things. But then they asked him, "What about your children? They school abroad. How are you able to fund their bills with this exchange rate? There are people abroad there that have their children there and they cannot be able to fund the bills." He said, "Hey, what can he do about it? If there's something he cannot do about it, how is he going to do what he believes is not going to be right?" He said, "If they cannot send their kids abroad, then they can't." Simply put, he cares less about anybody. So it's inside of the psyche and in their mindset, the way they speak. When you realize that there are certain things that you cannot say, but they say it without care. If you had said that in a country where they are watching every word, every action that you make, a country where the rule of law is being obeyed, Buhari would have been ousted out. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So here, someone said when Sowore was breaking Nigerian laws as he made damning treasonable pronouncement and also demanded the consequences, where was his organization that is now acting as a world police in purely Nigerian internal security matter as a sovereign state? Now, I wouldn't know if this person tweeting here is one of the Buhari's goons, as anybody can sign up on Twitter. But if this is a young man writing all of this trash, it might be a party faithful partisan to APC. I wouldn't know. And then that makes you know that there is trouble. There is trouble. If someone says same Nigerian law granted him bail, nobody's saying Sowore should not face trial, but it should be done within the tenets of the law. Today it's Sowore, it could be another person tomorrow. And I didn't really care to read the comments. The people that are actually going to remind this Fola Rahim, it might be an Awusa Fulani using that name, and it might be just a young person that has decided to be a fool. Yeah, someone writes, start seeing some comments. I can see the government is not the problem. The Nigerian masses are the real problem. They need reorientation. Exactly, that is the point that I'm emphasizing on. You see, what you see in the judiciary, what you see in the presidency, what you see in the Senate is a replication, it's a mirroring of the typical Nigerian. That is the point. Buhari did not come from somewhere else. Many of those guys that you see working and acting like they are not normal, they are not, and doing certain things in the system, in government. These people schooled abroad, but all of a sudden, you see them acting in a certain way that is kind of shameful. They are the mirror of a typical Nigerian. So what they need is reorientation. They need to be re-educated. They need to unlearn what they've learned before. Yeah, someone say you can't make things up honestly. I understand and respect that we can have divergent views, but how can anyone reasonable defend that kind of tyranny? All this is even on top of the suffering and hardship. Or government ain't the only problem. Truly, that's the truth. Government is not the only problem. The people, in fact, they say there is a saying, they say you deserve the kind of government you have. The people themselves, they are more of the problem. And because they are not okay, they are not normal, some of them are the ones you see as senators, as honorables, and the rest of them. It's a serious issue. Yes, someone say Yele Sowore has been unlawfully confined in Nigeria by Buhari for over 120 days, away from his wife and children, who are American citizens too. He has been ordered released twice by the court. I think that's twice. Okay, let's say twice, because the third time the court asked them to release, but Buhari won't respect rules of law. We need urgent intervention. So yes, someone said, so when you know Sowore is American citizen, he should have started his foolish. All right, that's another person saying Sowore should have started his foolish revolution from there, not to threaten democratically elected government. This is another person. I don't know if this is a troll, a real person, or a person that belongs to the party that is getting favors from this administration. Yes, someone say, I first find out if what he did in Nigeria will be allowed in America. That's what someone is saying. Yes, someone is saying, I am not talking of, all right, I think this person, yesterday some folks said I should talk about Sowore DSS drama. First, I do not speak on behalf of any government agency. Second, Falano will win best. All right, so this is someone writing right there. I'm not talking of protest revolution. If I'm of Nigeria, don't tell me about, all right. This is a tweet of July 25th, 2019 that some people are trying to kind of show here. Yeah, it's right. I am not talking of protest. I am embarking on revolution. 85% of Nigerians are in support. Don't tell me about legal implications or what a judge will say. I don't care. We must bundle Buhari out of that place. Omoyele Sowore, July 25th, 1919. I don't know if this can be attributed to Omoyele Sowore. If he actually wrote this, I wouldn't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know what this is exactly. But this is what someone is kind of attributing to Omoyele Sowore, saying that he knows the consequences of what he is about to do. Of course, Buhari is practicing autocracy. So why shouldn't he be bundled out? He should be bundled out. Yes, someone say we want action. We are presently in a military government. Nigerians are being abducted by government security services. There should be consequences for this action. The presidency is aware. Yes, someone say be mindful of your tweets. You could be picked up for explanations. Nigerians are being picked by the state security in an allegation. This is Umar Baba Muhammad, of course, an Awusa Fulani. Yes, someone say thank you for speaking and stepping up. We need more. There is urgent need for an intervention now. A blanket travel ban on all Nigerian officials and politicians will be a good start. Someone writes, can Sowore stand in front of the White House and talk about revolution and the sacking of FBI? Just thinking out loud. Yeah, that's what someone said. Then the person said the FBI will arrest him, no doubt, but even the most dastardly criminals have their day in court. And if there is anything about the US we can copy, it is their respect for laws and fundamental human rights. I'm tired of saying this, but no one is saying you can't arrest or take. So that's the point. You can always arrest if you want to arrest, But the court has to decide if the person is guilty or not. But that's not the case in this administration. As you see, there's no respect. There's no respect. No respect at all. What a shame. So, guys, that is what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, simply tap on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell. This will automatically make you a member of this channel, and the red notification icon bell simply alerts you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.